It is Monday and I am about to go crawl back into bed and read a new book. I'm reading The Office of Historical Corrections by Daniel Evans. I finished the first two books of the Legendborn series last week, so that's Legendborn Bloodmarked. I still feel like I have an empty hole in my heart because I'm so sad that I finished it. It was so good and I can't wait for the third book to be out. Outside, I think around 7, it was like below 30 degrees in Dallas. And we have a winter storm warning right now for later today, which is always nerve-wracking. Like, just remember hearing about the horrible power outage a couple years ago where people were left without power for days. I have the heater running, which I'm grateful for the heater, and I'm like, let me cherish every single minute I have in the heater in case it goes out. Let's see what I have planned for this week. Last week I was working on a copywriting project, wrapped that up. So I'm gonna work, let's see, I have it all like in my calendar, which maybe one day I'll do like a calendar walkthrough, usually the week before I map out the next week, just so that I come in and I already know what I have planned for the week. It helps me keep on deadline and just helps my brain a lot. This week, I have been commissioned to write 3 articles for 2 different publications. I'm gonna start outlining the first draft of one of the articles. And I was gonna outline the draft of another article, but that contract isn't signed yet and I don't start work until the contract is signed. So I'm gonna push that outline to a different day. Anyway, that's what today is. Tomorrow, for the article that I'm outlining today, I'm going to start some research tomorrow and do some like light drafting. Luckily, the people that I'm working with, the clients I'm working with, whether they're a brand or a publication, so far their turnarounds have been 2 weeks, which is great for me because then I can map out my workload for every 2 weeks, which is great. Right now, I'm still trying to figure out like how much I can write within a week because right now I'm pretty light. I'm trying to be mindful just so that I'm like hitting all my deadlines. And then if I feel like I can accomplish more within a week or 2, then I can book myself with other clients. Hello from lunchtime. I'm going to show you what I'm eating for lunch because yesterday my husband Vadim, he's Ukrainian and it's been really cold. Like I mentioned earlier, we're in a winter storm warning. He just happened to decide that this past weekend he wanted to make borscht, which is like a traditional Ukrainian soup. The base is like beets, carrots, tomato paste, I believe, and then a bunch of other yummy stuff. Traditionally, you put in beef, but he put in pork, and I love it either way. We ate it for dinner last night, and it was just so comforting and so yummy. And now I'm gonna eat some of the leftovers today. Like it'll probably, let me see. It'll probably last me a while. It's a snow day, my first ever snow day. Not his first snow day because he grew up in Ukraine, but we are going to go for a snow walk. So I'll film a little bit of it. It's gonna be my first time walking through fresh snow, so we'll see what that's like. Many, many layers. Is literally freezing right now. It's day 2 of our snow day and we've just been at home working, and we haven't been to the gym in like 2 days because obviously there's snow outside and it's freaking cold. So we worked out from home on Monday, and yesterday we did absolutely nothing. So today we're finally gonna we're gonna work out. We only missed 1 day, so it's fine, but we're just gonna work out in the living room like it's 2020. Can you explain with this very suave, sexy tool?
Suave or sexy. Let's demonstrate. The hairband goes on the hair line, I guess. What you're supposed to do is you just hit it repetitively. This one lived on the balcony for like 6 months, so it's not as bouncy as it used to be, so now I have to adjust it because this is just not working right.
I have never experienced anything like this. Icicles hanging from lounge chairs, icicles hanging from trees. The roads in Dallas are completely just iced out. Barely anyone is driving. I mean, hopefully not because it's dangerous. The city's pretty much shut down, and it has been for like 3 days now. So we're on day 3 of Alaska, is what they're calling it. Vadim is working from home still, which is great to have him home so we can spend more time together, but also it's just insane to see the city shut down because Texas is just not equipped for weather like this, or at least Dallas isn't. So we're in another snow day or an ice day. I'm about to continue editing a vlog. Today on my agenda, I am working on an article. I'm actually writing something that is related to reading, anxiety, and sleep. It's fun that I pitched something to a publication and they accepted the pitch, and now I'm writing the piece. I'm really excited to be writing this piece because it includes 3 things that are very important to me. So I'm like halfway through my first draft, and then I just signed a contract for 2 other assignments for the first 2 weeks of February. So I'm gonna start outlining those articles, and yeah, things are rocking and rolling over here. I need to show you something. The sun is out. Dallas is defrosting. I might be looking a little crazy right now. I just pulled up the shades and I'm letting the sun come through the window because the skies are clear, the sun is out, the ice is melting, it's literally dripping from the roof and the trees outside of our apartment. The floors are looking a little less slippery. So yeah, Alaska 2.0 is finally on the other side. Hopefully the sun continues to beam down and so that the roads are even safer throughout the day. We actually have a road trip planned to visit some friends. My college roommate Rachel, hey Rachel, if you're watching this, her and her husband invited us to stay with them in Houston, and so we have plans to go to NASA, eat some homemade biscuits and all of that. So we're really looking forward to it, and we've had it planned for a while. Hopefully we can make it out there and make the 4.5 hour drive to Houston. So yeah, I'm really grateful that even though we were stuck in the house for 3 or 4 days, we had power the entire time so we could have the heater on, we could heat our food and still cook. Really grateful for that, just because I heard horror stories from 2021, and hopefully that doesn't happen again this year or ever. I don't know, maybe it's like the new normal each year, but hopefully it doesn't happen again this year so that we can prep in case it happens next year. It's not a Texas road trip unless you go to Buc-ee's.